Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, welcome to the channel. We are starting something new, as you probably can tell by our thumbnail. If you want to skip to the content, feel free to skip away. Down below in the timeline, there are some chapters you can skip along to, but we're going to introduce this game properly and formally because it is a pleasure to play, and we might have made a little bit of an error by not having started with this version. If you want to check out some other content, go check out the channel. We've tried to do an attempt at a Pokémon Emerald Kaizo Nuzlocke Randomizer Challenge, something we will return to. But spoilers, we didn't really make it that far. This is Pokémon Emerald Kaizo. It is an add-on to the original Pokémon Emerald, what people call online a ROM hack. It's an add-on file that was created by someone in the community of Pokémon to enhance the experience of Pokémon Emerald or to change it just a bit. So we're going to do the service of explaining a bit of some of the changes, and then we're going to jump straight into some gameplay. We have a new overlay. Hopefully it works properly and is all automatic there for us. The badges aren't, but we'll get there. But let's jump straight into it and talk about what Pokémon Kaizo really is. So Pokémon Kaizo is a ROM hack, as I mentioned, created by someone online that goes by the name of SinisterHoodedFigure. It was created a few years back, I believe. The last edit on the profile was in 2017, and Pokémon Emerald Kaizo aims to make Pokémon Emerald a little more challenging with a bunch of new additions. So first and foremost, all 386 Pokémon from Gen 1 to excuse me, Gen 1, 2, and 3 are available throughout the game, although some may be locked through progression or post-game events, legendaries, Pokemon, things like that. The game also does not allow you to use items in battle, so no revives, no healing items are available to be used in battle. Only held items can be used in battle. Excuse me for a second. So berries, anything that's on your Pokemon that is usable by your Pokemon is the only item in battle you can use. Beyond that, trainer battles are significantly more challenging. There's a lack of avoidable trainers, excuse me. You cannot avoid many trainer battles in this version. There are many double battles in this version. And Pokemon leaders, Pokemon gym leaders, rivals, and rival teams, so in this case Team Aqua and Magma, have 6 Pokemon, usually. If not every single time, they will have 6 Pokemon, and those Pokemon will be a higher caliber than most of your other trainers. So let's say if a regular trainer has a Vulpix, your gym leader is most likely going to have a Ninetales, or something to the effect where they have better statted Pokemon than you would otherwise see. And they have 6 Pokemon. There are some thematic excuse me, there are some thematic changes, so some changes in theme throughout the gyms, throughout some of the areas. The Pokemon that gym leaders have will be themed to a certain theme. As I already mentioned, 386 Pokemon are available all in this game without having to do any sort of trades or anything like that. Also, majority of those Pokemon's move pools have been changed. I'm going to lower the volume just slightly. Most of the move pools have been changed. Excuse me, this cough is just not going anywhere. So we don't know what moves our Pokemon may learn. They're going to be different than they did in the original Pokemon Emerald, but it's almost guaranteed that every Pokemon we catch will have a different moveset than it originally did. There are some minimal map changes apparently, but there are some changes in general to caves and some of the trick houses and things like that. Evolution stones can be picked up at certain places, not too big of a deal. There are additional places of grass, which we noticed in our other playthrough, throughout each city to make Nuzlocking potentially a little easier. We are still undecided if we're going to be Nuzlocking this on the first try or not. We will see how it goes, let's just say that. And there's no physical special split in this game because it is a Gen 3 game. It's before physical special split was a thing, and there's also no fairy types as it's a Gen 3 game. Some moves also have been changed. Instead of debuffing stats upon use, like Overheat, Superpower, and Sky Attack, they are now recoil moves, something we also experienced in our last game playthrough. And some Pokemon have actually had their stats changed. One of them being Spinda. If anyone's watched our series prior, Spinda's had its base stats increased to 80s instead of 60s, something we found out a few episodes ago. Nevertheless, let us begin our Pokemon Emerald Kaizo version. We have a controller as well now. We have a new emulator. We have a lot of new things here. So we're going to try our best to make this a little bit more appealing than it was maybe in our other attempt with the Nuzlocke randomizer. But we have a controller. Hopefully it's not as disruptive as the keyboard was. We still have fast forward. We're going to try and use it to a minimal here because we do want to enjoy this game formally. And again, because we don't know if we're going to be Nuzlocking it quite yet, we may just not really need it in general. Now, the controller does feel much better thus far than the keyboard did. A little bit more natural of the grip. If you're wondering what controller I'm using a PlayStation 4 controller right here, wired to my computer, and it is running off a program to be able to be used. So let's jump straight into it. We are in our box truck, holding the packages down, I guess. Why are we in the back of the truck? I'm not quite sure, but we've been released. We're an animal. We're an animal, a 10-year-old animal, ready to be released into the world, in the world of Pokemon. The fast forward function is also different on this emulator, so it's not quite as fast, so it may be a little bit more bearable to watch. I'm going to fast forward through some of the text here, just to make sure we can get things going here. We got to set our clock. It's, 10 o'clock somewhere, right? And here we go. We're going to go head over to our rival's house, just check on them after we see that our dad's on TV here. Fast forward through that a little bit. See, the fast forward is a little bit more manageable. You're not just zooming across completely. And I actually found something out interesting here. Instead of going upstairs and talk to the Pokeball, we'll just go right back down and try and leave, and they'll actually appear too. So, speedrunner strat for you there. If you're ever trying to speedrun the game, you can just go right back downstairs. Alrighty, and here we go. Hopefully our overlay works here properly. But we're going to jump straight into it, and it looks like some scary Pokemon are attacking somebody. And that somebody is our Professor Birch. Let's get straight into it here. This cough, I don't know what to do with it. But our starters for this run are going to be our classic starters. I think I've set up B properly, but I'm going to say no right now. So we have Torchic, Mudkip, and Trico. I don't think I could play this game if I didn't choose the starter I chose when I first played Pokemon Emerald and Pokemon Ruby and Pokemon Sapphire. Because yes, I do own all three. That is not supposed to be a flex. That is just maybe some sadness of, my childhood of me just playing those games. Anyways, it's got to be Torchic. For me, fire type starter was always the way to go. Let me know down in the comments if that was the same for you. If not, let me know what starter you would pick or what you have picked in the past. And of course, we have a classic Zigzagoon. And look at that, I believe our overlay is working. We have our Torchic, level 5, 20 HP, all there showing a little animation too. It is not the animation from this game, because guess what? There is no animation in this game. But we have, I think it's a Gen 7 or Gen 8 animation working there. Let me know if you guys want me to change that, because that is an option to change. But we're going to go zoom through this battle here, hopefully. Something I forgot to mention at the beginning of the game, wild Pokemon and trainer Pokemon all have pretty much berries as well, as we just see there. But I completely lost track of what I was going to say. That's what happened there. Completely lost track of what I was going to say. It's gone. It's gone. Can't remember. Anyways, our overlay is updating nicely, so it's great to see that. It took a while for me to figure it out, but we got there eventually. What I was going to say, now that I remember, is that apparently, based on the creator, SinisterHoodedFigure's description of the game, there isn't much grinding that you should be needing to do. The game is set up appropriately, more or less, to be able to progress without intensive grinds through route. The music sounded off a little bit there for a second. So, what that should mean for us is that we can... Yeah, we get a Torchic. We're not going to nickname it, because we're not that kind of... We don't got those kind of skills, or creativity for that matter. We're going to go find May. Yeah, so there should not be the need for excessive grinding. as the game kind of doesn't require it based on the levels of Pokemon that we're going to face, but we're going to have to experience that for ourselves. So we're in Route 101 and I am struggling to keep it together here. I've had this cough now for I think going on 3 weeks. Talking doesn't probably help it, but we're going to go for an encounter. Fast forwarding looks like it might mess up the audio temporarily, so we're going to try and avoid that. And look at that. Our first Pokemon to check out here is a Togepi. Of course, not original to Pokemon Emerald at all. This is the first change we're seeing right from Pokemon Kaizo here. Oh my gosh, it has double edge at level 2. Wow. It's definitely hitting harder than we are. We get a speed boost. I'm guessing that's coming by way of our ability, which I don't know what it is, but we're gonna get double edged again here. Oh, they're gonna miss. And look at that. Togepi would be great to catch right now, but unfortunately we have no Pokeballs yet. So, that being said, of the lack of needing to grind, I find myself here now grinding to level 7 like we have in the other run. I'm not sure if we should be. Again, this is not going to be a run. If there's any features of the Nuzlocke we are going to incorporate, it would be catching of Pokemon in each area. 1 catch per area. Oh man, the music really gets messed up when we fast forward. So we're going to try and avoid that as much as possible. So if there's no grinding needed, this may be a huge mistake, but we're going to go straight for May. So yeah, if we do get knocked out, we are going to continue the playthrough. We're not going to just end it there, because we're not doing that part of the Nuzlocke, if we're doing any sort of Nuzlocke at all. But we're going to jump straight into it. Level 5, Torchic. We're going to go no grinding at all. See if the online forum is correct here, in that we need no grinding at all. First battle versus rival May. Here we go. She should have, I believe, a Mudkip. Let's see. She does indeed. It is level 5. So it should be a fair fight. This is, I guess, the traditional fight you would see in, you know, Pokemon Red and Blue and Fire Red and Leaf Green. We look pretty evenly matched. I don't have any other moves to lower defense or anything like that, so we're gonna hope for a crit here. I think it's doing more damage than we are. I may be regretting this already, but we're gonna try our best here. Yeah, no, we're definitely losing this battle. Mudkip has, I think, just better stats off the jump than we do. So we're really just hoping for a crit. I think we're about to get knocked out. I don't even think we're going to take it out the next turn. Okay. So a little grinding might have to take place here. Just a smidget. Just a smidget of grind. Just a little bit of it. I really expected that to go differently, but I guess Mudkip just has some better stats. Maybe attack stats than our Torchic does. Good to know. Good to know. Probably should know that off the bat, but you know, hey. We're going to just go with this Wurmple battle here. We're going to periodically just fast forward a little bits here. Hopefully it doesn't mess with the music too much. And there we go. Wurmple goes down. Not getting too much experience, so this is going to be a bit of a couple of battles here. The music really gets distorted. I've mapped the fast forward to one of the triggers on the controller here, so it's just very much tapping it in and out to get a little bit of what we're looking for here. So some Pokemon very natural for the area, like a Zigzagoon, but I think some like a Weedle are definitely not. That's obviously Gen 1. I think that's one of the Pokemon we saw. We did see a Wurmple too. That is something natural to the area for Pokemon Emerald. Okay, the accuracy down is a little annoying. The Berry Juice is also very annoying. We might have to run from this battle. Wasn't expecting it to have a Berry Juice. We do manage to knock out the Zigzagoon. We're still level 5 though. So we're gonna go heal up here. Overlay update's a little delayed, but you know, that's the price we pay for having one that updates for us. And with, honestly, better statistics and all that kind of great stuff. Yeah, definitely a Weedle not natural to the area here for a Pokemon Emerald, but we'll take what we can get here. It looks like on hit we get speed boost, which is kind of crazy. I don't know if that's I mean, I'm guessing that's probably actually a Kaizo update, and we get Peck. So level 6 now. I mean, okay, that's the button for start, and that's not A, that's B. Let's check it out here. So yeah, our special is definitely where it's at. Although, again, there's no special split, so I can't remember exactly how that actually affects us. The Peck isn't really going to be doing much, but I think we're going to go at it again. Go for May here. We'll do a little fast forward just to get back up here. And here we have May again. And I'm just realizing now that that Togepi we had on the first encounter has never come back up again. So that might be the rare spawn for Route 101 is a Togepi. Alright. May take 2, level 6 now. And we're going to give it another go here. Mudkip still should only have Tackle. I think Scratch is probably still our better move here. And it looks like it's just more even on the damage spread. Not that that's going to really maybe mean too much here. We'll see. Looks like we're both pretty much on par with one another now. The speed boost can be probably helpful later on. But I'm hoping that Torchic, Combustion, Blaziken is going to be usually the fastest. That audio though. It looks like when the audio bugs out like that, I just got to fast forward a little bit. Anyways, we take down Mudkip at level 6, so there we go. Maybe minimal grinding required is maybe a better terminology, and that honestly might be the actual terminology that is used in the description for the game. So let's head back to the lab here. Our Torchic is ill, let's say that. A little bit damaged. And so far so good. Not too much different from the original game thus far, of course. We have experienced some of the changes in the randomizer, but I'm looking forward to seeing just what the trainers look like naturally. And let's just skip through all this kind of stuff. Because obviously we've only experienced them randomized, and we don't really know what their Pokemon really truly are. And I think it's going to be really interesting to see Gen 1, 2, and 3 all mixed up here. And of course the challenge that we're yet to experience. I mean, we've experienced some of it again, but not maybe in the ways we thought we would. A Sentret. So if we're going based off those Nuzlocke rules that we talked about earlier, we're not going to be going with the feint policy of Nuzlocke, but we may go with the catch policy here. And in that case, we've actually had a lovely comment that's come in on one of our older videos that the Nuzlocke catching portion only takes into effect once you can start catching Pokemon. And now that we've actually had the chance to get Pokeballs, Route 101 is actually a catchable space for us. So let's go ahead and do that. And we're going to catch our Sentret. And we'll see if we end up catching more Pokemon from the route, or if this is how we're going to play the game. But let me know in the comments below what you guys think. We're going to continue with that kind of style for now. And there we go. Our overlay has updated, and yeah, those sprites look just a little different than they did otherwise. So yeah, here's another patch of grass, of course. This is one of the patches of grass that were added into the game. Overlay's taking a little second to update there. Sentret has not been healed up yet. A Numel. Interesting. Definitely not a Pokemon we expect to see here. Level 5 as well. It has Ember already. We get a speed boost, as we always do. I think that's going to get annoying over time, but I guess once it evolves, maybe it'll lose that ability. And yeah, we're going to try and catch the Numel too. Why not? There we go. We have it in a position here, but it's also got us in a position here. Hopefully we have a chance to catch it here properly. 1, 2, 3, and we caught it. Putting Torchic a little out there, but again, if it gets knocked out, we're not getting too worried about it. Let's see if our overlay updates, and there we go. There's our Numel. Again, how many of these Pokemon we're going to use? Not quite sure quite yet. Sentret looks like it's bugged out on the overlay because it is fully healed. Oh, and then Numel did have an item. I gotta get used to the control still here. Items take. What does it have? A Rostberry. Nice. Okay. And we're gonna go up here and get another Pokemon. Why not? Or at least another encounter. Yeah, Sentret is definitely bugged out. We may switch it around here and see if that helps. And this route we have a Skitty. Pokemon from Gen 3, but definitely not from this area. Scratch is still looking like our best move. Trying to think here. If we probably should try and get to level 7. Not sure when we learn our first fire move. Mobilized by love, not ideal. Sing is also not ideal. There we go. We got a scratch off. And we're going to be able to throw a Pokeball here. Hopefully just easy catches, given the levels of these Pokemon, but we'll see here. So far, it's been great. Yeah, and looks like it's continued to do so. So that's some good stuff. Definitely some Pokemon to think about for the future. And our overlay is... not going to update with Skitty. Maybe Skitty doesn't have a sprite. Oh, there it is. Let me switch out Sentret here and see if it updates. It should update the overlay too. Yeah, and there we fixed the bug. Just like that. Magical. Another part of this mod, or ROM hack, if you haven't watched the previous series, is that Pokeballs are super cheap. So, that idea of Pokeballs being super cheap might actually change our idea of what we want to catch, because with them being super cheap, we might just want to, you know, catch everything. I've never actually had... oh, we can't even afford Awakening. Yikes. Let's get out of there. Alrighty. So, let's see up here what we got. Ooh, that looks like a special animation. Maybe this is the rare for the area, maybe not. Not sure. Maybe we'll never know. I think Scratch is just going to be our best move here. We might actually need to switch too, if we want a chance at catching, and we're paralyzed, so that's also not great. Ooh, and it's hitting us hard. We're going to take one more shot here, and then we're going to switch. So, it didn't actually hit us, so we're going to stay in. But we're going to try and catch at level 6. Electrike. 2, 3. Ooh, the first one that didn't get caught right on the first ball. That is unfortunate. I was definitely expecting the catch. Let's use these 2 Pokeballs so we can get 1 stack back. 1, 2, 3, and there we go. A little Electrike to add to the team. Okay, and we are going to go back and heal here. And look at that, we already almost have a full squad. Much easier to catch Pokemon in this version than the last randomized one, that's for sure. We are going to try and get to level 7 here, I think, with Torchic. A Spoink. Yikes, that's a strong move there. We actually might want to switch into Electrike here. I think we're going to have to. Oh, Skitty also has an item. Let's bring out Electrike. Also gets hit real hard. We get the Thunder Shock off. Hopefully it paralyzes along the way too, and it does not. And look at that, we're down again. Again, we're not too afraid if we get knocked out, but, you know, if we don't have to, why do we? I think we're going to go with the fire. No crits, please. And we don't get it. I don't think switching to anything else here. I don't think Skitty's going to be able to take it. Maybe it has an Oranberry. Let's see. I don't think we're... oh, wow. That's awkward. Skitty has no moves. And Skitty gets knocked out. Okay. Did we outspeed with any of our Pokemon? I don't think we did we? Nope. Okay. I should have just ran away there, but we're going to run away here. There we go. Wow. Spoinking that wild grass is a little strong. Overlay apparently still needs some work because it's saying we have 2 Skitties in our party now. Okay, there we go. There we go. All right, let's just let's push forward here and see what our first trainer has of the episode. First trainer aside from May. You know, we're working with new things here, so we're expecting some hiccups here and there, but we're gonna work through them hopefully. Sentret. So maybe they have Pokemon of the area. Let's see. This is not gonna go well, I don't think. I guess we could have used assist on Skitty, now that I realize. Hopefully we're gonna get it. Oh, that's bad. We're not getting one shot like we did in the randomized Nuzlocke, so that's good. But, you know, still rather not have to take the hits. Mud Slap again, and we're getting to the point where we're not gonna be able to knock out here with Sentret, with the Torchic. Ah. This is still a rough start. Hopefully it's not Mud Slap here. Okay, quick attack. Thunder Shock, do some work here for us, please. Thank you. Let's see if it knocks out. Doesn't, but we get the paralyze, so we should attack first here and hopefully finish it off. And do they only have 1 Pokemon? Let's honestly hope they do. They don't. Jeez. Well, we definitely should have started with this challenge. I don't know why we didn't, and we just wanted to do something absolutely crazy out there that I hadn't seen online before. And you know, mistakes are made. We will come back to that challenge. I know I've said that many a time, and I'll continue to say it. When? I don't know. Okay, well, we get crit. Don't tell me we're gonna lose the first battle here. Don't tell me we're gonna actually lose this first battle here. Skitty hits, not for much. Super Fang. They got moves. Super Fang does half our HP in damage, and okay, we stay alive here and actually manage to get another hit off, hopefully. Not looking good though. We might have to get to level 7 at least on our... We should have actually used Sing a while ago. And wow, Skitty's actually maybe going to get it done. Oh. Skitty, the absolute carry on our team right now. They have another Pokemon still. Oh my goodness. We're going to lose. We're going to try and put it to sleep. It's level 6 though. It attacks first and we're knocked out. Wow. We're going to lose our first battle. Oh man. Oh, that's an interesting sprite. I haven't seen the sprite. We're going to lose. We're level 3. We can't do much. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, well, I think that's a good spot enough as any to end it there. This is our first episode of Pokemon Emerald Kaizo, and it is, it ain't easy. We have 5 Pokemon, and we need to do some leveling. We probably won't level off camera quite yet, because it is so early on, that we should be able to level up here quite quickly. But there you have it. If you enjoy this series and are looking forward to where we go in the classic as intended version of Pokemon Kaizo, let us know down in the comments. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this video and looking forward to the next videos coming up, and hit that subscribe button if you think you want to see more content, because more content's coming and you don't want to miss out. So until then, I'll see you guys next time.